So I also enjoyed our conversation last year very much, and yet I find it surreal to be sitting here again, and I must say I hope we will not be sitting here again next year, at least not for the same reasons. It reminds me a bit of this film, The Pianist, by Roman Polanski, that I'm sure many of you have seen, where the initial scene and the last scene are almost identical. The pianist is playing in front of a great audience, and in between there is a total nightmare, right? That's how I feel a little bit, reconvening here. I would definitely say that I have lost more of my confidence in the power of rational persuasion, so I don't know how much talking can really affect. But I would not say that I've become speechless, and I have been trying to consistently convey a message as a scholar, actually mostly as a scholar. I haven't been able to actually write about any of this. I've tried a few times and nothing really came out. And I would say that my core message is very much aligned with what Maya said, namely really insisting on the moral complexity of this conflict. I think, an academic space like McGill University is a place where one can appreciate and learn about complexity. And from the beginning of this war, I felt somehow very, very unhappy about the Manichaean rhetoric that you find on both sides that divides, the parties up into perpetrators and victims, Zionists who describe Israel as the last bastion of Western civilization fighting back the Arab barbarians, but also anti-Zionists, pro-Palestinians who describe, Zionist Jews as the new Nazis. So this kind of rhetoric I found very, very, very unappealing, and to maybe sort of nail down what I feel is a much, much better formula, I like to quote Edward Said, who in an essay described the Palestinians as refugees of refugees and as victims of victims. And I think it's a very, very simple formula that really, I think, captures the complexity that, acknowledges somehow the humanity and the vulnerability of the other side, and that I find is much more powerful than the sort of perpetrator-victim rhetoric that one finds on both sides, at least among the more extreme. And I'm super, super happy to be here with people who I think, share this appreciation for, that things are not so simple.